At 11, this is Observer Radio News. Good morning, I'm Courtney Kraik. It's sunny and 7 degrees with a chilly breeze outside our East York studios. In the news today, General Motors is likely to tell the public today it's going to upgrade 5 manufacturing plants across North America to the tune of $890 million. One of these plants is an engine plant located in St. Catharines, Ontario. 1,600 jobs will be made or kept as a result of the upgrades. The statement comes on the tail of GM saying they had paid off their $8.1 billion government loan to the U.S. and Canada 5 years early. Last year, GM cut over 2,500 jobs at a plant in Oshawa. Now, GM scheduled a recall of 700 workers to plants in Ingersoll and Oshawa. Active Healthy Kids Canada has handed out a failing grade to Canadian children. A report showed less than half of kids under 5 were physically active in their day-to-day lives. An official rep for the report says the early onset of the potato couch lifestyle plays a big factor in childhood obesity. He also mentioned the health problem is likely to follow these kids into adulthood. An official from Participaction says it's not just up to parents to get their kids active. She says the report should serve as a warning to all levels of society that we are reaching a breaking point with our kids and we need to get a move on. The Toronto Humane Society is headed towards a fresh new start. Last fall, 5 senior managers at the shelter were arrested on the grounds of animal abuse. This followed an investigation of the shelter by the Ontario Society for the Protection of Cruelty Against Animals. The current board of directors at the shelter stepped aside as per a court-approved agreement between the THS and the OSPCA. A new board will be elected May 30th. The deadline for individuals running for a seat was last Friday. The full list of the 50 nominees was released yesterday. Turning now to sports, the Jays fell short by 1 run last night, losing to the Boston Red Sox 13-12. This was the Jays' 3rd straight loss and also their longest outing, clocking in at 4 hours and 3 minutes. The Jays meet the Red Sox again tonight at 7 at the Rogers Centre. In playoff news, Montreal Canadian goalie Yaroslav Halak made an amazing 53 saves last night against the Washington Capitals. The Habs dominated the game against the Capitals with a final score of 4-1. Montreal and Washington tied the series last night 3-3, forcing the two teams to Game 7 tomorrow night. The next playoff game sees the Detroit Red Wings and the Phoenix Coyotes face off tonight at 9. And in entertainment, police were forced to cancel Canadian crooner Justin Bieber's concert in Sydney, Australia Monday. A stampede started after a rumor spread through the swarms of tweens the singer would arrive early. At least 10 girls fainted, and 8 were taken to hospital. The most serious injury was a fractured kneecap, not to mention the broken hearts after the cancelled show. In more local entertainment news, Centennial College instructor Shugith Verghese is a man with many irons in the fire. As a screenwriter and an actor, Verghese has been in show business for 20 years. Verghese's credits include writing on Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock and acting on CBC's Little Mosque on the Prairie. Because of his experiences being interviewed, Verghese has trained himself to speak to journalists. He knows how to make sure he's quoted and how to avoid being misquoted, which he says happens more than you'd think.
I have learned over 20 years of doing this to talk in sound bites for the benefit of journalists. And it's much harder to make me look bad when you'd have to recut the words and stuff, right, on film or on video. Whereas in a print thing, you can really be messed up because they really can take things out of context, and you don't hear my tone of voice. You don't hear my inflection.
Verghese says learning to give good interviews can be beneficial for both actors and journalists. The actor gets his or her message across, and the journalist gets a good story. And that's Observer Radio News. For more news, check our website at torontoobserver.ca. I'm Courtney Kraik.